Why, oh, why? That's Walker's K from up Canada way. And I told you that's an interesting song. I had to listen to it a couple of times when I first caught on to the lyric, and it's something that does get your attention. I think they're going to get your attention, too. You're going to be hearing more from Walker's K, which you just heard right here on the David Bowers Awards. Be sure and send us your comments and any other comments you'd like to add. Just hashtag TDBA online, and we'll be sure and get them. We look to hear from you. We're also going to be looking to hear from Richie Blue in just about, 4 or 5 minutes, right after we listen to a tune from him that, Richie, you're going to find out that he gets a lot of his influence from the blues masters of the past. And if you're into that music, believe me, you're going to enjoy this. Right now, we're going to listen to a thing called Rooster, the key of C. Here's Richie Blue.
Midnight blues. Yeah, I'm a rooster, baby. I got the midnight blues. When the sun comes up, cock-a-doodle-doo. When you see me coming, baby, run and hide your tail. Crowing down your trail. All right. Well, some birds make for laying eggs. Some are eating for your plate. I'm a rooster with an attitude. Even when I sing the blues, hey, I'm a rooster, baby. Got the midnight blues. When the sun comes up, little girl, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. cock-a-doodle-doo. midnight blues. When the sun comes up, little girl, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. Son. I said, son, get off that fence, boy. Stop making all that racket out there, son. The sun comes up,
Who was that? Was it Cleghorn Leghorn or something?
Foghorn Leghorn.
No, that's Richie Blue, who is here to talk with us right now. Hello, Richie.
Hello, how are you guys?
Doing great, thanks. What a great song you got there. So glad you could come and join us today.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's an old song I wrote probably 30 years ago. It's kind of a knockoff, and it's just remained kind of popular among my little, if you want to call it a fan base. People seem to still like it, so I still play it. You know, it's cool.
Well, judging by what I've read, and I do get to do a little bit of homework on my guests occasionally, I've seen that your little bitty fan base has pretty much stretched from your home state of Washington down through Oregon, down through California, and has even reached out to New Orleans. So I would say your little fan base is a pretty strong one there.
It's stable and steady and has been for like a lot of years. I'm more of what you'd probably call a regional guy. I'm not international or even national really, but I have a little fan base over here on the left coast, I think, and we're getting along fine. It's okay.
I would say you do, and if you're outdoors right now, when you turn a certain way, we're getting the wind noise in your cell phone.
Okay.
So you want to try and keep that in mind if you can, because we want people to be able to hear you. And
right, I'll stand this way because I think I'm okay right I'm at here.
That sounds good, yeah. And unlike me out here in my protective porch out here doing my isolationist thing.
Yeah, I was just wondering how you're doing your podcast with the pandemic and everything, but you're managing it, sounds like. I mean,
actually,
same as us.
we are pretty socially distanced or physically distanced as it is. I'm down here in the Phoenix area, and my co-host John Bon Jovial is down in Naples, Florida. So we managed to stay fairly well distanced.
And at the same time, it sounds like you're coming from a cubicle studio somewhere tucked away, who knows where. That's great. I love it.
Exactly. We try to stay pretty well under the radar there, so that we can get away with murder, as it were. But
well, you're offering a pretty cool thing here. I'm humbled, and I'm glad you found me. It's very cool that you offer up what you do. I'll tell you,
when I don't even remember for sure how I stumbled across you, but I do know that I started reading notes on you and your bio, and I said, wow, this is somebody I want to get on the show, because in addition to, just being a good music man, you got yourself a few heavy duty pats on the back here, if I remember correct. I know one thing that struck me is you're the only artist I know right off the top of my head that we've had on the show that is in a Blues Hall of Fame and a Country Music Hall of Fame.
Right, isn't that something? I'm in the Blues Hall of Fame, and also a few years ago I was inducted to the Bakersfield Country Music Association for a lifetime achievement, because I enjoy it all. I play a lot of rockabilly, and I'm from a small town, so we all played country music growing up, and I carried that with me. This summer have played my guitar for 54 years.
What kind of guitar are you playing? What is that? Is that a Strat? Or is that a Gibson SG or what?
Is that all? Well, are we talking about the song Rooster here?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Rooster I was playing a modified Strat. It had some Seymour Duncan, I think, hot rails in it. Now, it's been a while. I think I recorded this thing back in 93. Somewhere in there.
Okay, it's just I'm listening I don't have to it, and I play a little bit of guitar myself, and I, a Strat has always had a very unique sound to it, and so I was kind of I was suspect there, if you will.
It's the front pickup. It's not the tone that Stevie Ray used that pickup a lot. Eric Clapton uses, the middle pickup in the back, that in between kind of, that's a Clapton tone and stuff. But I like the sound of the front pickup when I'm using a Strat. It's got more of a, I wouldn't know how to describe it, more of a jazzier bite to it than the in between pickup, the middle and the rear. So there's all kinds. There's 5 different positions on a Strat, so you get all kinds of tones.
And it works well because it's not like you're playing a Howlin' Wolf type of genre. I mean, you're playing a good rock blues tune, which I think myself personally requires that tonality that you're getting out of that, and it works. It works great.
That's kind of what I was shooting for, something that blends in without dominating the whole track. That was kind of what I was hoping to do at that at that time.
As I like to say to people, you done good, son. You done good.
Well, thank you.
Well, John is. And John is.
There's a story behind. There's one little story behind that song. When you hear me go like that, I was playing with Doyle Bramhall at the time, who went on to the Archangels, and Eric Clapton, second guitarist for 12 years, whatever. Anyway, we were in a band, and we opened up for Albert King, and before every solo, Albert King would go. So him and I would start doing that on the stage and kind of laughing at each other. And then when it came time to record this song, I thought, well, hey, one little nod to Albert there,
There you go.
So that's the story behind.
John is our techno guy here, and he's the one that'll get into